Hi, people.
Pull up a YouTube video and hit me with your best. The idea is simple.
For reference sake?
Yeah. I just want to warm up.
The idea is simple.
I mean, Jesus.
You put so much steak on it. Every time Doug says the idea is simple.
And what, Chad? I do have a couple props so you guys could potentially use.
Oh, I forgot. He walked in here with these.
Vuvuzela.
Is this gonna be you doing a one-man band while I'm playing? The idea is simple.
Guitar? What else you got back there? Rubber chicken. And I also have peanut butter. So, but it could be anything else. Or you guys have other guys, this is a hotly debated battle.
Oh.
Times people scams. All right, every once in a while you will get scammed, and it's unfortunate, but that's just how things are gonna go. But sometimes you get scammed out of like $20, which is not a crazy big deal. And then sometimes you get scammed out of like $1,000, which is insane. It's crazy. Some people really hit a punch made dead level finesse on my ass, and I just have to sit there and deal with it. I didn't really have that much of a choice, to be honest with you. But let's start with meme coins. All right, I figured that's the most recent example. I figured I would cover it. A lot of people just love starting meme coins. For whatever reason, it's just been the trend nowadays. The Hawk Tour girl decided to start her very own meme coin. That was just a pump and dump. She left for like 2 weeks and then came back and responded. I don't know. I didn't really look into the situation that much. But regardless, who is buying a coin called Hawk Tour coin? Like, bro, what are you doing with your money? You are quite literally throwing that shit in a fire pit. There's no way you look at Hawk Tour coin and you're like, just hold on, guys. We got it. We're gonna get rich again through the power of Hawk Tour coin. Like, shut the hell up, dude. Hawk Tour coin is crazy. But I've heard of some people making the quickest bag of their life off of meme coins. Some people have made life-changing bags on that shit. Dude, I'm never doing that. Because at that point, it's like a form of gambling. Like, that shit's gonna plummet quicker than, I don't know, a Hawk Tour meme coins. And before you know it, you will have negative cheese in your account. And you decide to throw all your money in meme coins. Hope for the best. They act like they're that dude in the meme taking for diets. Bro, that's not you! Your ass is gonna be left with an empty bank account if you keep buying shit like Hawk Tour coin. Because 99% of gamblers give up before their first win. Am I right, guys? It's just right there, man. You're so close. Alright, now we gotta talk about those mall salesmen. Holy shit. It actually pisses me off. I don't know how many times people have gone up to me, hey, you want some cologne? And they all of a sudden they start fucking assaulting me with their cologne. Jesus Christ. Relax. Okay, this is not actually assault. They just kept fucking spraying it over and over again. So,
Mercer hurts my
you're like, you know what? Yeah, I gotta buy your cologne. How much is it? $300. Are you kidding me? $200 for your shitty ass mall cologne? Like, come on, bro. Like, what do you think this is? I'm not paying $300 for cologne. It's based on a true story. Yes, I spent $300 on cologne. And that was a life lesson for me. I'm not buying from those shitty mall salesmen again. Or sometimes they literally insult. Like one time my brother and my friend were literally walking up to a store at the mall. This fucking mall salesman guys were like, your shoes look dirty, bro. Is someone clean them? Like, no! He's not. He's not like clean shoes. Jesus. I mean, fair point. You're a little bit. But mall cleaning services are not supposed to get them shoes sparkling brand new again. That's just not happening. Or they'll be people that like ask me to take a picture on the street. And they're like, oh, I'll give you the picture for $25. How do you get to see the picture again? Like, what do you think? Literally asking my brother and my friend were walking. He just kept snapping pictures of us. He's like, oh yeah, you guys look like movie stars right now. Like, what? Like, I was wearing a Nike t-shirt with jeans behind him, the furthest from a movie star. And when I went to New York, I saw people like trying to flick up with somebody as a mascot. And I was like, why the fuck is Spider-Man out on the street, bro? Is that NPC Miles out there? What is he doing? He just had to pay for the picture. You know, we didn't even want the damn picture in the first place. They just start going up to random people and taking the damn pictures. different if you ask for a picture and you actually want the service. But going up to random people and taking pictures of them is crazy. But people will do it for that. Next, we got X-a-month scam/scam calls. I get calls all the time. That was just from numbers, and sometimes I pick up the phone because why not? Because when I'm expecting a foreign phone call, I have to pick it up to make sure it's not those people trying to call. So I answer. Hello, hi, is Bertie? Yes, me why? I was calling because you're due for a new upgrade on your computer, and I was just gonna tell you that. Yeah, I've never hung up a phone so fast. Seriously, I don't know how many times I've gotten a call from someone instant country blaming me. I was due for an upgrade. They just need like 3 digits on the back of my phone, and they can get that done for me right away. My dad once told me that you never pick up the phone and happens to be scammers. Either hang up right away or just waste their time. Tell them you're going blind and you're like 80 years old and you're struggling to read your card. You gotta read it like 7 times, my bad. But it's like an old gentleman type of thing. You can tell them your name's Arthur or something. That sounds like a very sophisticated. But now we gotta talk about a scam that has been exposed most recently. Now, Honey was this software extension where pretty much you put it on your computer, download it, and apparently you can get all the discounts in the world. They'll give you every fucking discount known to man. They got you. They're just a plug right now. And Honey was claiming this for years, and a lot of YouTubers ended up being sponsored by it. PayPal bought for like crazy money. And I don't know if they were doing this the whole time, but what they were doing is every time someone would use like an affiliate, instead of the profits going to that person, it went to Honey. Because apparently when you click the little pop-up with Honey, it just literally finessed their commission. And they're like, change the URL. So this way PayPal would be taking the commission. And they got away with this for years until a bunch of people finally started to notice. It slowly started picking up steam on Reddit, and then a bunch of big YouTubers covered. And after that, it just like crashed. And another like scam sponsorship I did, established like it was like you buy a piece of land in Scotland or something. It was so stupid. It's like you own 1 square foot of land in the middle of fucking Scotland. And I kid you not, I guess they had a commercial during the football game once saying that established title to make a great Christmas gift. My entire family was talking about it. Like how cool. Like, what do you even do with your little piece of land? What do you go visit? It's like, oh yeah, here's my piece of land. One fact, thanks to established title, you actually own the land. But you didn't. You never owned the land. Like it was something to do with like Scottish law. It was a long story. I'm not gonna get into it. But yeah, I really need to be careful with sponsorships. Because one of these days, I'm gonna end up taking this sponsorship from a company that's doing shady money. Next, we got single moms in our area. Or like singles in your area. Whatever. You see this type of thing. Random website like a YouTube video guy. I'll see some shit like global singles in your area. We got bills, and even deals. Yeah, a lot of crazy costs, especially on the kids. That's crazy. But it's like they know my ad to sing. Alright, I keep getting thrown these ads left and right. It will say that these girls are in my hometown, just right now, ready to date, right? I just gotta slide on. And now, I don't know what happens when you click on one of these. I never wanted to find out. If you meet anybody on there, you'll meet some people on there with a dear belly driving to there. And you'll be posted up. And of course, this site will give you a bunch of malware on your computer. And your computer will forever run at the speed of a potato. It's just not going to run the same. Speaking of downloading malware and shit like that, we got phishing. Someone can email you, click, you want to fry? This is Amazon themselves. I get emails like this all the time. And it's like, look, it's a 500 winner of $50 Amazon gift card. And the username will be some like shady as hell, but they will claim to be Amazon. And clearly they're not fucking Amazon. Like, I can see right through that. Like, you can have one brain cell and see right through it. Or sometimes people will email you pretending to be sponsors. Like, yeah, so we work with BP and they actually want to work with you. You know, they really love your content. And I was reading that shit, I'm like, Fiji, the water brand? I'm like, what the fuck? Why the hell would they want to work with you? Birdie out of all people. And they don't even do food sponsorships. And the day I get sponsored by Fiji, that is the day I will truly know that I win. Alright, next we have concession stands. Now, I have never seen something taxed so much in my entire life. Like, for example, you could go to the grocery store and buy a case of water for like $7, right? And one singular water for $2. If you go to like Disney World or something, they're gonna be charging you like $8 for a single water. Like, what the fuck? I don't even think I talked about it in my last video about scams. Seriously, how did I not talk about this? Or if you go buy like some mid-ass food, that shit's gonna be like $20 for chicken tenders and fries that are garbage. Like, that shit could not be $20. One time, me, my brother, and one of my friends were like, yeah, bro, we gotta hit this spot, bro. This is giving me like the vibes of an old burger joint. And it was in a Universal Park. And the burger tasted like a fucking tire. There was no juice to the meat. Okay, what the? Okay, but seriously, the burger was dry as hell, and the bun tasted like garbage. And of course, my dumbass was the one that suggested we go there. And for the rest of that day, I was getting roasted. AI scams. Now, AI can give you a lot of things. Maybe some things that you weren't expecting. Ninja rotator page parent. Or like the most first images I've ever seen. Like, look at this couch that looks like SpongeBob. That's just first as hell. What am I even looking at? But there's a lot of people that are creating scams with AI. A lot of people are creating deep fake videos claiming to be a certain person. And when AI develops, then it's going to continue to get more realistic. And scammers are going to continue to use AI to try to convince people that it's the real whoever it is. The fact that AI has progressed so much since 2023 is scary. Like, some people like Webocop, for example, are running their YouTube channel with strictly AI. Like, how the hell do you do that? Sneaking under leaves, it's stealth mode. Aha, pretty flowers, gonna make a fancy bouquet. But of course, with the rise of AI, yeah, a lot of people are gonna use it for scamming, to deceive people. That's just part of it. Even though he can slide you the answers, it's a double-edged sword. But if you like this video, watch the part 1 video on scams. Just click on it.
Frick.
Supposedly, on his birthday, Louis Pasteur discovered rabbis. It was an age of great inventions and discoveries. Gutenberg invented removable type and the Bible. Another important invention was the circulation of blood. Gravity was invented by Isaac Newton. The 19th century was a time of a great many sorts of inventions. People stopped reproducing by hand and started reproducing by machine. Another story was written down because Rose believed in not just an apple on his son's head, but rather across an almond or an apple while standing on his son's head. This inspired me to check some Reddit.
Peanut explosion chamber.
Instead of writing fancy today, what was out today? In a way with that. What colourful items do people hang on castle walls that also prevent drafts? One of the questions was like, what is it called when an object is stationary? And I, purchased office materials, a kid in 18 calculus, just wrote, wish I could. Please, for a test question, please correctly rewrite the sentence below. And Romeo, students written response. No, I haven't. Imagine it did get many times, but that forced me to use the Autumn Scandal in Europe. One girl actually wrote down a whole essay about two meeting each other by honest question. And something along the lines of, how can you twist someone with ordinary heart disease? And I wrote, with respect, why, what? Geometry, this assignment was one of the best I've seen. Just look at the instructions and his answers. Add or subtract, that's add, that one subtract. What is this? I wonder what went through his head of problem 16. Art class, 12 thumbnail sketches, a small rough idea of the picture of how it is for a painting one girl. Thumbnail 12 times. What is it? My history teacher kept a book of all the funny answers he's got over the years. The snippets, to make them effective and design. poverty? Is that the time of your life when you go through, you know,
The violence.
stuff? While teaching freshman English, we were studying some Shakespeare, and one of the vocab words was nobility. It answers quite very good at something. Nobility. The actual vocab word in the written sentence of the word was usurp, and the sentence I usurp. Like pancakes was the word mortify in the sentence. I have fortified knowledge. My possible vocabulary test used the word in the sentence surf it. I saw a way and decided to surf it. I teach physics, and sometimes they get conversions wrong. Great answers. The best and pogo bounced around the 100,000 meters high. Yeah, record for the highest pogo jump ever. 3.5 meters, 100,000 meters would put you about there. GCSE mark, I calculated that the coffee was 300 Celsius temperature, 560 meters squared. For the area of the base of the jar. Big jar, mate. Good night, right? Broken apart. Where I got yours. 6 meters in the height of the jar. I got a negative number. And a lot of sand piles and some raining tests as we speak. Right, describe how glaciers were involved in the formation of the Great Lakes. Glaciers were involved with the Great Lakes by forming them. First one for the quiz, actually safely. What's this FDA stand for? Forget this science. What do we call the science of classifying living things? Racism takes the two organs that make up the central nervous system. Heart, lamb. I spelled my last name completely wrong, and later in that translate test, I accidentally wrote, oh fuck, I give a mandatory state writing test. Oh, and by the way, if you were to draw anything in this video, it should probably be this. The plot was related to our study of that state's Native Americans that focused somehow on years of corn. Apparently, no one ever heard this expression, years of corn. Just so, he's been sitting in the office out talking about it, we makes it going, oh, like, easy. Well, we never knows what years of corn are. Obviously, we on your side of panicking because you've written so it all this weird sci-fi story along the lines of the flying. The corn comes towards the end to make it out there was just saying, what? Like that? I was laughing so hard reading it because of my team was so funny. Like the dark. Darkness. Loud quiet face emoji. Character AI and our behaviour. Quiet face emoji. Oh no. Was a quote made by me in my English exam. Therefore, the overflowing ambition led Macbeth to his book death. Stop okay. Actually write that. I'm chuckling. I said thank you in Spanish in my French exam when I was trying to say sorry in French. I was writing an essay for a French first test back in high school. French. I sucked at it so badly, I inadvertently called my teacher a prostitute in that essay. I should gave me Spanish this year. I mistranslated the words for laughter and smile in my head. It was crying and sadness. I kept writing 200 plus words about the health benefits of being sad in my French speaking part of class what I find online. I said, dogs, how did my language mean? And I followed up with a adieu, like I was expecting my teacher to agree with me. Style, okay. Days ago, I was having a look at the exam. I used to work with random Spanish actors. Great Spanish. Professor in Spanish. So when not talking about it, he never knew. My Spanish teacher was cool and great. And she was lawyer. How funny. I'm very good. He said, young people were the young people get addicted to mobile, so I got my words confused. The teacher had to stop the timer because she was laughing that hard. Our French class was goofy slapped too much. On one of my French quizzes, the teacher was angry because someone put the French word for glass in glass. Bullshit confesses, oh yeah, the sub-dialect of French known as rage comics. Reminds me of my friend in 8th grade French. The question was, why queen a sandwich? The answer the teacher was plus pressure farmer because I'm hungry. My friend wrote appointment with my time in enclosed area. Volume 4. Lights and darkness and objects. Value. The way that they do. Sort of things. Enclosed area. Yeah. Doorway. What is your favourite cube? Jackman. Oh, okay. Hand smasher. Esther, the famous question, who invented the hot air balloon? The student answered, Jesus, I got an extra question. Name a song about the weather. Oh, yeah, you got loads. Here comes the sun. It won't always rain on me. The student, highway to hail. Highway to hail. Well, they hate this how the project final. Not only do I not know the answer to this rather pointless piece of mathematical nonsense, I make out my lack of this instrumentality with harmony is the rest of my life. That's why I really know man. I get full credit as if it's a silly and pointless question. Random middle school students will end unit exam respond rather much less on really good fun. That is now one of the questions began with if students were trying to calculate the origin of an egg. I don't give an answer, but it's perfect. My age is 52 $105 belt fell out. I was registered for grade 8 exams in the past, and one individual decide I must this test. No matter what the full page Game of Thrones spoilers show ruin, and it literally wore a face on the before even after wore the missing face. My comparison told me about the essay. Just a picture of Godzilla and King Kong attacking the College Board building. On the 18th physics exam, the two find the charge of the outer shell was a picture of a bunny in a lab coat attaching a car battery to a turtle, to qualify the charge of the shell. Yes, I didn't pass that exam. This kid, though, and this kid is going places. Notice I can't read the question. Next to see a bear. Right, hey, bear! Side of a triangle. Third, who is the Greek god of the ocean? Aquaman. Functions of the stomach. Liver. Which was bad. They didn't have money. Which was bad. They didn't afford food. Which was bad. They would starve. Which was bad. They would die. Which was bad. Sad. But no one ever wanted to live life. Much like the cloud line. Oh, they're bad. When I was compared to a positive, I was I big and not thinking clearly. I thought it was objecting something you're doing a court case. I have yes, I wrote a completely racist paper and received a 0. I explained myself to the dean the next day as well. I still cringe every time I think about that class. Both have people World War II unit centres, for example. I don't think I'll do well in the concentration camp, as I have a PhD. Second year teaching about the beginning of World War I. Someone wrote about the assassination of Franz Ferdinand, yanking the bomb out of his car. Who was president during the early 1960s? John fucking Kennedy. Can't remember what the question was, but the correct answer was the presidential seal. The response from one of my students was Wetfield. That's a lot of damage. Once in my GCSE geography class, we had a test regarding natural disasters. I've got the word eruption. Ended up writing and quote, the volcano. One time my teacher asked me to guess what was one animal that crossed the land which America other than humans. I knocked on the tip of my tongue. And instead of voicing caribou, the correct language and both antelopes. This one go last. Began assignment on Hawaii when the assignment was Iceland. She mixed up Ireland and Iceland. Thought she was any island. Live in Iceland. Same place as Hawaii. Located on good level hotspots and surrounded by the ocean. Here, get my atoll. I'm an Filipino. The language is had a test, forgot how to spell iron. I knew all the words were fractions, so I just sounded it out and threw an apostrophe in there. I did. I just wiped out the question so much one, teachers, and now what? I'm a 51-year-old long-term substitute teacher. I took this position in February, I'm given a big writing assignment, and a student learning to a lecture course in high school. Our teacher told us, get the students to remember the story, just like the Lion King. One of the questions asked, his uncle died. Someone answered that he was thrown off a cliff. It's a lie by hyenas. GCSE one was what?
Yeah, I should have said that.
Computation. Shoot much of that before what's its name? Floated water, because it is flamboyant. How this guy can fight the range of digestion is smooth. The thing useful digest, when the sun is approved such constellations based on an article I wrote for Trust Me this one. I was a TA, very very last year. The question was something like, doing a mathematical Never showed up in class and never turned in any homework or assignment, tries to breakfast club me with a heartfelt nurse request. Final exam, he even tried to end it with Mr. Teacher. I know this, as in, but it's what I know. And speak. Still fake, we have to fucking yeah. Always need that to do this. First self, probably lonely. Strongest more fire. Never the case, have you read the way populated? No, but they was when the evidence about this was populated, so if you would start breakfast all the time, they went through it, right? I'm personally out there, times that that's why they were doing maybe. There are some genius ways to treat. I worked at university and had a chemistry student facing an exam with only a couple of his fingernails glowing at the white formula on the underside of them. But if you're not a genius, there's two ways to treat really. Either fully online. Last year I got a submission of an assignment that began with the sentence, as an AI language model, I cannot provide a specific answer to this question without any context or source. Had an essay I graded this year, it ended with, don't forget to like and subscribe for more essay content. Second graders make posters on various countries. One kid was a pace without understanding what they were saying. What is Colombia known? Colombia is known for either stunning natural landscapes and production of high quality coffee and cocaine. My first year teaching, I got a lot of playboy material turned in on essays, but the one line that will forever live in history is that road people, where did that do? So all the other two Bobby was one of the happiest is one girl and one club. Four in the wall, right as he on the test. He went as far as to copy everything exactly where it was on the other kid's test, including his doodles. On a world history text, I went to ask what Magna Carta means translated into modern English. There were three boys sitting in a row near the back of the class. The first boy answered the question correctly and wrote to Great Charter. The second boy, sitting behind the first and looking over his shoulder, wrote to Great Charter. The third boy, sitting behind the second and looking over his shoulder, wrote to Magna Carta was the name of a great skater on a Magna Carta. The rapid and a song that lived in that place. This is going to be my last video. Thank you for joining me for 2020. Jurassic Lake, the job very monogamous. Basically, George could be just on a question about things like prohibition and religion in the 1920s. We became a nation where sex was a simple fun to be purchased. We went from celibate to sell a bus. And finally, there was a man who made history in the world. A man whose name will be forgotten. And that man is Charles Darwin.
Die, motherfuckers!
I worked in a KFC restaurant in Scotland and had a woman see experience. Right, me by that. I didn't feel like I was dining. At McDonald's, a woman came in to complain because she has 12 chicken nuggets instead of 10. Working at a chain restaurant, I was telling a lady who said to me,
Just give me a single damn chicken nugget. I really don't give a shit.
I went first.
Well, I saw a bit. I'm watching a video right now by Matt Rose. It said fucking 12. It's going to complain like, I just said something like, fuck you. I just want to say something.
I want Table. Butterfly mistake. You'll demonstrate how that's done for anyone who wants to be unaware. I never done it before. Turns out, even pretty incredibly skilled chef like me. Here's what it should look like, really. Still tasted good, though. Anyway, once its leg got to his table, he's confused because its leg didn't look anything like, an actual butterfly. At a garden centre, some of your plants are I worked in a shoe shop and someone once demanded discount because a shoe had been in the window and was slightly worn. That's not me, my laptop broke down. Plugged in, so I scratched it. No, this is a laptop. It doesn't need to be plugged in. The battery needs to be charged. This is a laptop. It's to work. They make an electronic store. But what is it? Because of $4,000 for a new fine. And in fact, everyone wanted to return it. When I asked why, she said the diesel on this particular day, if there's some sort of butter grill part from the grilled onion look like a devil horn. And I've taken Prince to that. Used to work in a pet store. Had someone return a dog bed the day before because male dogs shouldn't have nipples. When I worked at an office supply store, I had a lady return her Wi-Fi printer while demanding the manager because the printer I sold her was telling her to fuck off and die. My manager convinced her I couldn't send the printer to say that. Long story short, we sent the supervisor out to do the setup and her neighbour's Wi-Fi network was called fuck off and die. I had a customer demand that we were cocked because her pancakes worked around. I was a server and had a lady get mad. She dumped the ice water and up sitting at the table for 5 minutes decided the water was too watered down because all the ice had melted. I work at the coffee house. Customer says coffee is too difficult coffee. I work community centre. Good job. One time a woman complained that we made her sandwich much too fast. They refused to eat it. I am full. What the fucking earth? They make things fast. I work at Jimmy John's. All Jimmy John's has a sign that says free smells. Had a lady come through the drive-thru one day, gets her food, and proceeds to look through the van. She eventually looks up all confused and asks, where's my free smell? My manager jokingly says, oh, you'll come inside. Smell all you want. Great G that says, okay, asshole, it's resolved. To this day, I have no fucking clue. She's folded me in that bag. This food is just hot. I like the place. Where's the sugar? What? I ordered sweet corn. Works at Arby's. It's rich. The plastic ball. One ball. Straight off the snap of the throat. And I'll die. This is just the third way. What's the plastic ball? It's demonstrating how they snap it. Sling it to the next. Twice price against that similar result. But over then the next for which they help working different places. Leverage evaluate later. Who's market? One day,
But seriously, they are fucking.
I can't do this. I'm allergic to mango. I have to take the pen instead that I'm allergic to veggies. You're allergic to shit. Diamond dairy queen, say cheeseburger and ice cream. Exactly. When the server walks in the door, they started yelling at the waitress. You couldn't see that person following. Face smoothie, our cheeseburger, white passport, dairy queen, and up, bursting, shouting. A woman walking in his tire. I probably because she thought I was going to do extra shrimps on the one with the picture. Why? She said, this is good, but it's when he was going from family voices, I've never met them before. My friend stopped saying them up.
Good! Damn it!
While he puts away the clothes, I used to work for a major I once had an argument on the phone with a customer for an hour. Explaining that no, not lined up a bunch of pigeons and crushed them for an advert. They were CGI. Well, and also no, we had to copy the blind pin number 4 to never leave up Trafalgar Square. I worked at McDonald's trying a customer throw his burger on my face at 1 this morning because his pickle was not in the same as a freaking burger. Customer ordered my shopping wrap, then come back complaining, it smelled like shit. We're doing
Oh, chicken sandwich. Who's here? Yo, who's here?
What? Why am I looking at my file? Something in detail name. I had some guy asked me if he could return it, otherwise I can't believe it's not butter. I said, yeah, and asked why I wanted to return it. He said, because it says butter on the package, but it ain't butter. He literally could not believe it wasn't butter. This may get buried. He posted it in the hope to serve someone reads it, but when it comes through the drive-thru lane and orders stuff, one of the things is a large diamond cut. She walks around to the window and I look over to see she five in her back with a live horse in her back. I hand her the Diet Coke, she gives it to a woman. I'm thinking, okay, that's weird. I turn away to make sure her order's ready. I turn back around and she is living. And I ask her, what's wrong? She screams at me, starts a broken Coke company and dirty hay. She says, not crazy about how she's got upset about the horse broken. It's everywhere. I'm like, really? It's a fucking horse. There's website links to the post, I'm sure you enjoy. Making the graphic design, made by graphic designers. My graphic designing, I really like looking at change. You want it to look like this, but then just make it different. But even the same, you turn around and open it. You can see what's the front. Got realistically dry chocolate submarine. I printed it out, but the animated gear is not moving. I mean, yeah, they wouldn't point whether or not it was great anymore. Just statements of profound dumbness. I worked at the summer for a tour bus company. What bloody glass the Washington Monument? They would ask me, how did they get the flags flying in the same direction? When I was driving through the own cave. The question he was asked was, how many undiscovered caves are there around there? I worked at health all the time, Chlorophyll, that's the last one. Then it's shit, it's like, oh, there's no one there. I tried to explain to you that it's Chlorophyll, I don't believe it. When a lawnmower service, we cut no iPhone process to come to my house to mow it, or hey now, pick it up, roll it back to the mold sector, then bring it back. And just right before the dawn of the smartphone, I need my information on my old phone. Okay, where is it? It's at the bottom of the lake. I work at the detective company. You are rated in the item 14 and I'm a cabinet and into the 2-volt joint. And I'm like, so before you post it, you're like putting it really crappy to get it, you can't play with it, sort of works up in hours and then found largely unaffected by every person hard stuff. Now, people know you can catch it. But I've had multiple people who ask, but how is it that? How do they hold them? They're not bored. I'm not worried. We can comment someone in there. How does it know? How does what? No. What? How does the bathroom know someone's in there? People go in and then lock the door while they're using it. Oh, I worked in a large outdoor sports against cooperative, so bear spray. Pepper spray some there. A woman came in with her 2 kids one day, bought a canister because they were going camping. She gets to the front door, then comes back to the register as an afterthought and asks if she's supposed to just spray her kids from head to toe with them. God, she came back. Customer, you sold a Bible there? Hey, it's Bible. Yes, I understand your concern. For one piece of work, and finally, one museum where the manufacturers of dinosaurs basically sell a lot of products aimed at children, especially dino eggs. My grandfather and his granddaughter came into the shop to a busy year. They picked up a couple of eggs from her hand over, and you went left over and doing lovely simple transactions. But this is a children's club, so I'm really easy to take back. I'll see you. Slowly to me and only then is this edible? No, my God, no sir, that's not edible. Where did you leave that? The little granddaughter's face sinks further. And Grandpa spits up some plastic into a broken dinosaur egg, a fake dino egg plunged in massive water so that the rubbery dino toy on the inside can grow and hatch. How does something like that happen? Well, as always, you can come and wait to find out. And then you put the mistake of pouring out like that. How do you do? Actually, you shouldn't quite advertise it when they taste it.
Classic.
How the hell is it going? I was reminded that Australia is very rare wins for technology, as we're all united in a shared dislike of having to actually listen to voicemails. Many people would like to buy whoever coded it 16 clinking better batteries. The voicemail transcription feature on iPhones is a blessing for my anxiety. Oh, that's the thing. But instead of listening, you just transcribe. As I say though, it's always made the transcripts do struggle sometimes. For instance, when the message is in a different language. We've got this phone call laptop there, which is fed by the transcription. You think someone's getting in touch to tell you, Ethan, that's not the way I want. She was sensitive, you see, touching on you. It's also struggling, for instance, when the message is not in a different language. Yes, waiting on her.
God damn it!
Hold music on your voicemail instead. Voicemail? Yeah, I'll just transcribe all the musical do-dos for you. Thursday. Voicemail doesn't probably transcribe, I am high. Voicemail transcription of my conference call. Give us a carefully. On that Alexis Carroll here. Carroll, the broker, calling back my broker once. It wasn't. It was dead right now. My contacts are in, but what? Hi, this message is from Michelle. From the optical shop, let you know maternal consequences are ready to be picked up. Thank you. Hi, that's actually the word. I'm going to take you into the label up to the nuts. But around the people around you, really to pick around there. Schooling, that's the same program. See what you can put in there. Light bulbs, and that controls the fact that you still do that. Now, see. I was trying to understand the meditation pillow, not letting anyone know we never have any particular lap poop pillow peppers. Send to you a transcription of a voicemail from my mother. Hi, I ain't probably working, also I thought you were off. I'm going to tell you how much I hated all the things with your body. After I was done crying in a corner, I listened to it and discovered she was telling me about her awful experience at Aldi. This voicemail transcription genuinely you panicked back until I left. I'm calling you from trauma about your condition. I'm just scared to know what the school is bad. Thank you. Hey, don't have a good day. Voice note transcription software. But always learning more to learn transcription. My mortgage loan officer's name was Jason Statham, so I just spent 7 minutes asking an increasingly corrupted back guy to transfer me to Jason Statham. Okay, so should I use Jason Statham? Email? Yeah. On. What's your fucking credit score? Norwegian Cruise Line is no let your baby saving this. Hello, this is one life. I will call you. Come on, don't absolutely social work sound. Hey, so just call it. I wasn't able to get to the letter to you. Please don't call back. Thank you very much. My phone's available Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. Please don't give me a phone call. Thank you, bye. I only kept me in the laugh, so I just like to play talk to Granny. Get home, then come on. So thanks, voicemail transcription. Voicemail transcription. Oh, hello, Mr. Pizza. Now, lovely. I'm going to go. Voicemail transcription. Hi, this is Frank. 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 Hi. Lot of love out of voicemail transcription. Big girl, but then proof. Now before you send it, follow my focus in pictures and being best friends. Proof, we are truly best friends. Wet, a worm with a face, but he's also a kid. And yes, I hope that you understand this. The school was to teach my son. I was a little nervous about calling Bill back after reading the BS transcription. My friend says how to help sweat emoji. Hey, press over someone and give me a call when you get there, please. Thank you. Live voicemail transcription service. Quite there yet. I'd like to connect with you. Did you know? My voicemail transcription features an excellent job, I
Where'd they guess?
It's not say this, hey mister. You know, how screwed when you get down. This transcription is my voicemail. Scam called Bernie Hewitt. Gucci, somebody. This is from my lawn company. Larry, my Facebook. Hi, and it's pretty cool to let you know. I'll be up there service for customers. Why is it happening? Screwed, it is voicemail transcription AI. Hi, thank you for Mary. Hello, Mary. Nancy, I'm calling Mark. Wake up. Can you suck my dad online? Whoa! AI this, AI that. This, I can send to the reference of a voicemail call. Hello. The rodent grandma. Anyway, the transcription says voicemail. Oh, hey, Chris.
Oh shit, my eye. God's not my fucking eye. Luckily, my body is used to that for some reason. Hi, Mr. Jones. Steve Andrew calling. Been a tough year for me and Apple. First, my Apple ID was randomly changed from Elizabeth Fairman to Elizabeth Fairman woman face palming emoji. Now, my iPhone voicemail transcription thinks, hey Elizabeth, sounds like it's call to hey loser. My iPhone's voicemail transcription has not ever even once known my name. Their name's Kate, by the way. Hey there, Dan. Hey Dave. Hey Kate. Oh, hey Pete. Hey Jay. Oh, hey babe. My voicemail transcription thinks my name is Lou John up the hat. Computer transcription of a voicemail. Hello, Mr. Sometimes my work voicemail sends me a transcription message to Dr. Banana House. Hi, Gorilla. Hi, Mr. It's Not Hard. Hi, Miss Sticker. Hello.
Johnny Cash. Yes, this message is, Johnny K. Horse. This is an important message for food delivery. Hello, this is the office of Doctor. Morning. We're calling Jizz Feinbach. Voicemail actually says, hi, it's Congressman Jake Auchincloss. Hi, it's time to send you a cock in class. Oh, good evening, US Congressman Blair. Hi, this is Congressman Project. Pokemon. Hi, this is Congressman Shitboy. Hi, this is your Congressman Joe the Goose. Hi, this is Congressman Rebecca Valance. I can't do my job without your input, so I'm calling tonight to get your thoughts on a few pressing issues. I know I miss you, but don't worry, it's still time to share your ideas with me. Please call back 559-621-448. Again, that's 855-962-1448. If there's anything else I can help with, call my office at 8010. Fuck you, have a great night. The transcription of a voicemail from my father. He actually said, Jeff is dead. My Jeff is shithead. Not my dad leaving me a voicemail, and the transcription is, hey, call me back. Thank you. T-Mobile voicemail, trying to understand my dad's accent. Hello, hi, you, sir. I put my own telephone. I love grabbing toilet paper. This voicemail transcription is quite nice. So I'm doing it without
Actually, I'm turning it fucking down. Fuck. Any more cheese?
Transcription is not useful. Lecturer, I think voicemail transcription is a little more work. Hey, call me back. I was just killing time. We have no power. Go out for a walk in the neighbourhood, and I took a dump in the middle of the road and head back home to get a bag. Nothing more. Talk to you later. Bye. Transcription of fibre. Voicemails have definitely improved over the years, but once in a while, it comes up with a doozy. Eyes emoji. Hello, hi Caroline. I know where you are, but wherever you are, please tell James I'm thinking of you in here, and I wish him a nice pussy. I hope you do something nice. Bye bye. Also, my name's not Carolyn, 70-year-old family friend singing happy birthday. People say to you. Oh, people say. Oh, well, I do. Sterile. I think this is true. Happy birthday. Hey, Alex. It's Grandma. I love your lips around liver today. Hey, what do you think? The transcription this voicemail from my grandmother was useful or not useful? This is Graham. Please, just send me a note. That's not what my grandma said, straight in my head. Hello, I want my man, okay? Bye. Voicemail transcriptions of some weird terms. Good afternoon, Mr. Brown. My name is Angela. I'm calling from Nationwide Insurance. If you could please give us a call back, please reference the plate number 24419G. Girl, cute as a queen. Thank you. Hi, Linda. It's Kim. Here with a fun cake with Amazon. You're a fresh delivery. I don't have a ding. So, I'll try back you in just a couple, maybe another minute. Thank you. Y'all, it's not called a job too, and this was the fucking voicemail transcription. John Cena! But wait for this one. Then find $10 extra for your next order. Okay. Have an
Oh, fuck.
Excuse me, sir. I was my transcription got this back call introduction wrong. But maybe they got it right. Hi, good day to all. Trust, this is actually when the voicemail transcription sick of the spam calls too. Hi, this is Hannah calling from Bullshit Capital. Voicemail transcription nailed this one. Hello, calling from Canada regarding their back survey.